As we hit day 40, something must happen. Day 40, something must happen. Today we did day 38. After day 40, we might not be coming online again. We will come there, arrange ourselves. And those of an idea Abuja, we know how they do them. We know they fear anybody. We go arrange ourselves, begin to work out all the places again. Begin to sing Mahmoud now, only Mahmoud, no get father, Mahmoud, all your people. Now we won't begin to do it for all the judges. When I not see the names of all the judges that release, if they know, if they bond them well, may they know announce, may they know do what they're supposed to, may they see, if they go work out for Abuja, all of them. And some people say, would they go, they terrorize them before? If you know, what do you want Moko do for them before? Moko go, they look their face, they praise them. All the CSO then does the chop Nigerian money, we complain. All the training where they get all over the world. Now they say they must come back, can't do the thing they're supposed to do. If not, fire burn all of them. Their papa. Them bond them well, make them go, make sure, say them talk the right thing where they're supposed to talk. We don't come here, come play with them. And also then they watch them, make them watch them very well. And when I get children for here, if we no give right judgment, we no go work out for Abuja or Nigeria. We will chase all of them and come out, all them bad people. When I better begin to go all the places when I won't go now, because this country, we no go allow bad people to take them again. Anyway, now the vexation introduction, now I don't do with that. Now who they here today with the vex, we won't talk. I want to see you in a hand, Papa Beg. Who won't vex here today? I want people with the vex seriously today, because this can another story where they won't do us now. We no just understand. And when I see the way these people just they go, when I see the way then they go, you are like where you did. Oh yeah, remember say we they stay, we not day here because of any politician. Papa, we don't talk them. We know we they talk and make people hear so that they're not going to say, hey, this one are LP people, this one are obedient people, this one are people. No, Nigeria carry us come here. We don't want people. No steal any vote for people to be. No steal for article. No steal for Tinubu. We no want them. What we are saying here is simple. Let the person who win the 2023 general election, who could not carry anything, give up. No give anybody else. And we know they call anybody name. Make them do the thing where they're supposed to. That is all we are asking. And we don't talk, say, make them sack Mahmoud, make them arrest him, make them carry and go Kri or Kuje, somewhere where mosquito Nigeria go bite him, because that guy na criminal. What you do na criminal. If you break law, you be criminal. So we they talk him because na criminal be, and they must arrest him, and they must jail him. So we know the means what our this never change. We can't talk another thing where we say all the people wait then, say some people don't say this election happen, then bomb people for Kano, then shoot people for River State. Look the way they take Korla State, cut some people for Lagos, say because they must vote for, they don't go vote for a particular place, a party made them come out. Which kind of nonsense with that? For our own country again, for our own motherland again, for country then born us where we get again. Before I call the next speaker, I want to explain something for us very quickly, very simple. Because part of the thing we do with this protest is also educate people. Some people come to say, Mo could divide the country, Mo could do. What thing be that? Say you never hear say the people they terrorize us, the vision we then get. If you look at ISIS, what did you say ISIS with? ISIS say they won't colonize the entire West Africa. And you did here say some people did here. Where their mumu never do say they want their own country to come up for Nigeria. Which kind of mumu they worry now? In where the world don't they become global village? We don't imagine say Africa getting own currency. It is $18 and all these other countries they do us and they do us. When Africa will get own currency, when West Africa will get own currency, the world don't they big when we say people they take over, many they become big. We can't talk say some people say they won't come out and middle belt people or the African people or when are they sick for head. Our enemies, they think of how they will carry the entire West Africa. We would think of breaking our own country. See the kind of way they worry people. I just talk that one to just teach some people lessons. That's why for here, we know they talk partisan. We no one know what they happen for PDP, for Labour Party, for it. We no one know. All we are saying is that we are bonded beyond party affiliation, beyond religion, beyond waiting, region. We no get time. Nigeria no be Wazobia. We get 500 more languages. All the things we done, they spoil us. We want to remove everything. Now we want to say, na Igbo man, they go carry, what Igbo man? Eh? We don't see bad people for Igbo. We don't see good people for Igbo. We don't see bad people for Fulani. There is no language you don't get bad people and not get good people. So we know about language. Our language now people with their head correct when they do the right thing. If you are doing the right thing, whether you are Yoruba, you are Hausa, whatever you are my brother. You are my blood brother because our DNA take connect. Iwala, Chukuma, you get 2 minutes now because of the coordinate. That's why they follow the talk like this. I beg, carry your 2 minute truth. Whether you want to speak Igbo, you want to speak Guario, or you want to follow me do my pidgin English. I beg, join me. The mic don't throw away for you. You guys say Chukuma no dey pidgin English. Oh, I bet me somebody take Igbo, take Takam. You can hear. Ngwala Chukuma, I know they here. Ngwala Chukuma, now you are the talk to. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
They hear you now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
My name is Mwala Chukuma Samuel. I'm very much interested in the agenda of today. So I'm in Abuja, Nigeria, and I'm concerned with what is happening in the country. And it's obvious that these people that have been trying to take our mandate away, of which they cannot. I believe if we join hands together, we will succeed to get our mandate back. To retrieve our mandate is our assurance. And I believe that that must be in this country. We are not running away from them. They are the ones to run away from us, like you said. Likewise, in Abia State, since 2014, we started Alice OT movement. Like you know me very well, I'm proudly notified. Till date, we have succeeded getting what we want. That's the same thing with the obedient movement. We are going to get what for the last. I'm in Abuja, Nigeria, and I can follow to coordinate the protest in Abuja, Nigeria, like I did before. EFCC helped save back in 2015. I was one of the coordinators. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chukuma. Thank you. You have made your protest known. Oh yeah, begin the ginger.
And Doctor, making they ready to coordinate again, though, as we took head for road again now. Arrange your people.
Very much ready.
If you know come out this time, our beat where we go take beat down. The way we go take wound Mahmoud now they go wound down, but I believe they don't go comply. Before I call these people, I beg these two people raise that. On my way, where you did since I beg, put your microphone. I'm going to talk to you quickly. On my way. On my way, you did, yeah. On my way, Olatunde.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
We never see your vexation since now. What think on they worry you now? Oh yeah, vex. You don't. Okay, you did. You know if you talk now, Abi. All right.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Yes, I've been following the situation. Hello, please, can we all hear me?
Now you know they hear yourself or they hear you over loud, Zef.
Okay, awesome. So I've been following the. I've not been around for quite some time now for the meeting and for the protest, but it's awesome that sincerely I've been following the election, tribunal and whatsoever it is that is playing out, and it's very important that the name of the judges and their pictures that we have, it's important right now that we let them know that we know who they are. We know who their children are. Whatsoever decision they make, either right or wrong, right now, we either make or mar the destiny of Nigeria. That is the fact. The fact that an alleged drug lord, an alleged, emphasis on alleged drug lord, is being pushed by INEC and some unscrupulous element to take over the government of Nigeria or to take over the leadership of Nigeria is something we all must unanimously fight against. In Sudan right now, for those who are following the story in Sudan, is that Nigerians are being attacked in Sudan. Those who want to actually go to other parts of Africa are being turned back, and this is not a good omen for us. And it's happening because they know that we are no longer the giant of Africa. If we truly have interest in Nigeria, we want Nigeria to be the giant of Africa, the right thing right now. And it starts with the judges. All eyes on the judges. All of us will want it to be live streamed. That's the court section, the proceedings. We want it to be live streamed. I think because I've not been around, I don't know what we've been discussing over time, but I think it's important we actually take this protest to all the judges, to the CJN, and to all the judges or lawyers involved, and let them know that it's very paramount to us as Nigerians, because this is a time like no other that people are actually, Nigerians are more interested about the election tribunal. Over the years, people don't care. When election is over, people just move ahead. But right now, it's totally different. People want something totally different. People want to be part of this election tribunal. It's something like this only happened during the Oputa panel, that Nigerians were really interested about the proceeding. That has not happened till now. And right now that Nigerians are calling, for the live stream of the election, what's it called? Election petition. The election proceeding, petition, what's it called? The court proceedings. It's very important right now they do that. Also, it's important that we are out at every day that the proceeding is going on. It's important that we go out on the street and let them know that Nigerians are watching. On my way to work this week, I passed by a newspaper stand, and people were discussing, and they were saying that Nigerians are not tired. Nigerians have not moved ahead. Because some people think we've forged ahead and Nigerians have forgotten about, the election, and they've accepted their fate. But people on the street are even saying that Nigerians have not forgotten. Nigerians have not moved ahead. It's important we let these people know. Like we did during NSAS, I think it's very important right now for the numbers, if we can get the numbers of all those judges, Nigerians to start putting calls across to them, messages to start going to them, and let them know. Those who can beg them should beg them. Those who can talk to their children to beg their daddy and their mommy should do that. I'm very happy that all the judges that are on that list are actually from the North Central, from Benue, and other part of the North in Abuja, in Nigeria, none from the Southeast, none from the Southwest. Why they did that, I don't know, but it's actually a good thing, so that it won't be as if it's because it's from this part of the country, that's why this person is supporting this. Now that we have all of them from the North, we want to see who is really the problem of Nigeria, who is actually, who is bedeviling us? Is it we ourselves or these politicians? Now, I was so vexed that this is a diversion, really, that when other countries were using flights, they were using aeroplane to take their people away from Sudan, South Sudan. Our own went with a bus, and the bus in the middle of the road, in the middle of the desert, stopped and said, what they are looking for right now is money that they've not been paid. And the students said they had to donate their passport. They have to give out their passports just to assure the drivers that their money will be paid. And we have someone who is in charge of that, in person of Abike Dabiri Arewa, a very saucy woman being. As a Yoruba person that I am myself, I've been learning decorum from true leaders, but it was so shocking that Abike Dabiri Arewa will go on social media and lie that some things have been sorted out, why it has not been sorted out. With the exorbitant amount of money they used in convening those people from Sudan to Egypt, I'm now wondering how much will it take them to now take them from, we now what will cost a flight that will take them to Nigeria from Egypt. This is what we want to stop. We have true leaders who can stop this. But because they want to continue with their shenanigans, they don't want this evil to stop in Nigeria. They constantly do these things. Also, while they were trying to convey the students to Egypt, they said they were sorting them by their state of origin. That was not necessary. This is the new Nigeria a lot of us are fighting for. In Nigeria, when we won't have to discriminate or sort me by my state of origin. For the fact that I'm in Nigeria, anywhere I am all over the globe, you should treat me as a Nigerian, not as an Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba, or Efik, or thief. So if you start sorting them like that, we now have people come out on social media, students who are stranded there in Sudan, coming out on social media and saying that they are only taking their own people and they are leaving them to die there in Sudan. If they were not sought by their state of origin, I'm sure it would have been a different story. So each and every one of us, what we should not be tired. My plea to each and every one of us is that we should not be tired. We should not relent. Please, whatever it is we are doing, let's have this at the back of our mind that a true Nigeria is possible. It will be a reality in our lifetime. The truth of the matter is, according to the Constitution, INEC and APC they do not have a say. They cannot defend the election that was held on the 25th of January or February 2023, because even INEC went outside his own guideline. They went outside the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. And this is what I'm sure that they don't want to happen. And that's why each and every one of them, they are calling on the Labour Party presidential candidate. They are using all means possible. And they are telling His Excellency Peter Obi to actually step down and forget about the tribunal. That he shouldn't go back to the tribunal again. Thank God there were rumors flying around that His Excellency also, Atiku Abubakar, was going to drop his petition. But I'm happy that even till now, he has still taken his petition. He has even added more prayer to his petition, which has to do with the what's it called, certificate and dual citizenship of the so-called president-elect. So I'm happy that each and every one of us, for those who have been consistent here, coming online every day by this time to come and voice their anger and their frustration, to come and say their own protest. Thank you and God bless you. In our lifetime, Nigeria will be a success. Nigeria of our dream will be a reality. And each and every one of us, we are going to eat of the good of the land. Thank you. I yield the mic and God bless.
Thank you. We allowed you to have so much time because you've not been around. For those who don't know, Mawe he's the official compere of the protests while on ground in Abuja, ranting and singing and calling Mahmoud Ole. Today we have him here. So it's good. For every other person, please kindly note that you have just 2 minutes to speak as we continue the protest tonight. I quickly want to remind us again, it is not time to analyze, but to go ahead and protest. Speak to the judges, speak to the institutions, speak to INEC, name the individuals. And remember, we're here as Nigerians, not as PDP, Obedience, or Labour Party. Please keep the issues on national discourse. Who is here and ready to go? Tese, I think you're the one here. Tese, you got 2 minutes. Please go ahead and protest.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Doctor. Every day, Nigerians are paying. Nigerians are not just paying as if in a stone inside your shoe. Every day you wake up, na bad story. Imagine what these people are turning our country into. Now, the crisis in Sudan, all of us are privy to, we privy to waiting to happen. They say $1.2 million. $1.2 million. If you change that in Naira, we are talking about hundreds and hundreds of millions of Naira, which can build at least, which you go fit build at least 3 good hospitals, even if not one for each region of our country, to service our people. They say they use to hire 40 buses. Those 40 buses we didn't hire, now only 13 then carry go there. Waiting happen with the 27, nobody know. Even the one way he take reach, they no fee. And now our people they inside desert, they no fee even carry them go. See, drivers they protested, they no pay them. So who they in charge? They organize this thing, and nothing will happen to nobody. Nobody will answer question, and it will still go on. Now the reason why we duplicate and multiplicate incompetency, corruption, and ineptitude every day in Nigeria. Other people, other countries, African countries, make I no go far. Or Uganda and Ethiopia, Tanzania, all these countries, they don't move people from Sudan, come out. We no see wahala, we no see disgrace, we no see shame like this. Our own are boss. Other people na plane that they carry their people. We na boss, but even the boss self, our people have to give their passport as collateral for their stupid and criminal government to take them safely back home. An individual offer to carry these people bring back home. Now only say make government carry them to a safe ground. Government no feed one. An individual, they run the biggest this thing airline in Nigeria and in Africa, but our government no fee get in own airline. Now we go move now. Go to the judges. We don't know the people where they do this thing. For the fact, say all these people come from the north, it's another game. These people natives, they know the calculations where they do. First of all, they do this thing so that they will come and say, oh, whatever judge, when they give judgment, they will say, and those people are not from the southeast and not do this thing. But where is Boko Haram Shetima from? Now not. And the agenda of this Agbado thing is not even Agbado. Now Boko Haram Shetima, they want to plant them for us. Plenty people will know, they understand what thing they happen in Nigeria. What thing they know if they succeed with this Buhari regime. They want to do it with Boko Haram Shetima. And in any case, these people, the judges from Benue State, where I come from, what thing would they always do? Middle belt in general, what thing would they do? Will be picking to the agenda in the north. So everything where they there, now scam they still they do, but we don't know them. Now make we investigate who them be, their trajectory, their children, where them be, so that if anything where they do to favor the government, we will go after them one by one. Now, see the shenanigan, wicked, all of them, they are now regrouping, visiting the president, the criminal select. Now, and then look at the leaked list of cabinet where Agbado do this thing. I don't know how authentic that it is, but if that information don't leak, watch the names of the people where they on top do this thing. Now, all the criminals in all the geopolitical zones, all of them where we don't know them Yaya Bello, them Wike, them Erufai we no fee saving your own people. Every day they kill people from Kaduna, left and right. All these criminals where we don't already know them. Now them they put together. All of them, they've been say currency policy redesign. All of them, because they've been stealing money, they want to buy a vote. They took government to court. Today, no governor never come out talk about the children with the Sudan, and all of them get every state get people in that Sudan where they evacuate. Now, none of them they talk about the good of their people, because in some matter we no concern them, no concern their children. So all these judges, make we begin to circulate their names. The judiciary, make we hold them accountable, from the Chief Justice, because he is glad in table. We don't already know in position. We don't already know in position where he come up, clearly talk, say he's happy that Sheyi Makinde is part of a G7 to destroy a party and to favor somebody. We already know where he be from, which camp. And because we don't already know their intention, we go day on their neck as they day on our neck. We go day on each other's neck until together we will decide to make better that country. So
thank you.
Make we carry our vex. Make we carry our vex as we return to the street. Make the fire day more than it been ever day, until all of them, if their conscience no good, make them do the right thing. We go force them to do it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Indeed, you take your protests right away to where it is.
Good evening, Dr. Mo. Thank you once again for organizing this. It's been an amazing movement, and thank you. Thank you, everyone that comes here every night by this time to protest. Now, my protest actually goes straight to the youth of this country, of Nigeria. You know, when people are coming out to fight and to protest, the people that should actually be in the forefront should be our youths. But where are they? Where are our youths? Where are the young people in this country? All those people that we saw campaigning before the election, where are they? Because I actually saw millions and millions of people on the streets fighting, trying to get in there to vote and choose someone that they want to be their president. But suddenly they've all disappeared. And I'm asking, where are our youths? What happened to you guys? What happened to you guys? In less than, I think it's less than a month, we'll get to the next stage of this Nigerian thing, and we still don't have the youth out there saying anything on the streets. My question is, where are you guys? Now we're trying to organize something else. We are trying to organize something on the 1st of May. And I am hoping that more people will be out there. If you guys are sitting and waiting for people to come and spoon feed you and give you stuff to come and fight for what belongs to you, you'll be waiting for a very long time, because that's not the way these things work. You have to be angry enough to know that you're going to lose something, and that will make you come out and fight Fight. When you think that you can't fight no more, that's when you keep fighting. That's when you need to dig deep inside your soul and find the energy to continue to fight. Because we don't have any time now. We don't have any time. I know the judiciary, we're in court, as people are in court, and various people are in court for different reasons. And INEC have taken a lot of money to fight all these people. So this is let them do what they are doing. But we need to be out there. We need to be out there shouting from our own corner. Shouting, because if you don't speak out, the world will not know that you're serious. If people don't come out and say, actually, that someone raped me, then no one will know. So you will suffer the consequences, and that's it. That's what we're doing now. We're just keeping quiet and hoping that someone will come out and pay us to come out and shout that we have been raped. It doesn't work like that. So I am asking, and I'm actually, well, I won't say begging. I mean, it's entirely up to you guys, but you should be out there shouting and let the others come behind you. You should be the ones leading in this, because your future is the one that is at stake. Your future is at stake. So you need to come out and fight. And when you think you can't fight anymore, that's when you continue to fight. That's when you dig and find energy to continue to fight. Now, the other people I'm going to be talking about are those are elders that are keeping quiet. When you keep quiet, it means that you're colluding with the oppressor. So it is not this is not the time for us to keep quiet. We should all be out there shouting, every one of us, because this affects us directly or indirectly. If it's not us, it's our children, our grandchildren. So we should all come out, all those powerful people out there that are just keeping quiet because they don't want to come out and speak and offend others, because they are hoping that maybe they will get something from this government or whoever that is going to come in. Well, I have this bad news for you. You guys are actually colluding with the oppressors. Our mandate is being stolen. So you need to come out and say that, because where an adult is sitting and seeing that something is actually going wrong and you keep quiet, then you're actually on the side of the oppressor. So I'm asking you, all those are church leaders, the leaders of the mosque, our traditional rulers, all those men and women that can actually speak and be heard, but you decide to keep quiet, then you are just one of them. That's what I'm trying to say here. So we should all come out and fight. We should all come out and speak out against this evil that is engulfing our nation. We shouldn't keep quiet. That is not an option. So we should all, when it's time for us to come out, please let all of us come out and speak the same language, the language of freedom. We must get our mandate back. Doesn't matter how long this takes. Nigeria must change. Nigeria must change. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Indidi. You have been on ground for 21 days before we moved onto this platform that has continued to challenge the status quo, even online. And as we get ready to get back on the street again, we challenge everybody. This is day 38 that we have kept consistency, holding accountable the leadership, holding accountable INEC, asking that the Yakub Mahmoud be sacked, be prosecuted and be jailed. We're asking for a mandate return or a cancellation of the sham that has taken place. We're asking for a Truth and Reconciliation Committee for people who have died, those who have been slaughtered, killed, pulverized, suppressed during this election, that they must be compensated because we have a country. For those of you who are just coming in, I'd like to welcome you. We are still protesting. Take your protests right away. Share your anger. Be objective. Be fearless. Speak truth to power. We're still here, and we have a few more minutes to go. But right now, right here, you're there, Lawman, take your protest quickly to the appropriate quarters. The mic is yours.
Good evening, Dr. Mo, and good evening, Nigerians who are watching. I am happy to have the floor now, but quite angry that our country was taken to the level of criminality that Mahmoud Yakubu took Nigeria to on the 25th of February 2023. You know, I think the last speaker mentioned that the youth should be more angry and have reason to be more angry. And I want to supply that reason now so that every reasonable youth and every reasonable Nigerian would know that there is no need to close. In fact, they have put their fingers in our eyes. I have the privilege of working on the INEC results, whatever thing they did, the summary of the result sheets. You know, from EC8A was what they completed at the polling unit. And the summary, the result summary is supposed to be prepared from EC8A. But the work I am doing now shows that the from EC8A was prepared from the summary of the result sheet. It's just like you now got to go and prepare the results first, work from the conclusion, and then go into the introduction. Instead of working from the introduction to the conclusion, we saw the conclusion and then the work towards the. I am talking about fact. The summary of the result sheet was prepared on the 25th of February 2023. While from EC8A was prepared on the 7th of March 2023, which is already a criminal offense. It means that Wamur caused all the whole trouble, all the whole murder, all the whole trouble in this nation by working from the conclusion. The answers were already given to them. The results were already prepared. They now began to prepare from that was why the from EC8A was not made available as at the day the election was taking place, because it was not in existence. The one that they prepared at the polling units were thrown away. They only had to prepare new ones that will now conform to the result they announced. And I have the document. I have it. If you like, go to IREV. Go and check the IREV. Click on any of the results. You see the date created. You see the date the documents were created. And now take it, and it was created almost 10 days after the election had taken place. And I want Nigerians to get this. I'm taking my protest to all Nigerians that we have reason to be angry. We cannot just be watching. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was on point. I pray every Nigerian alive, every student who has been home, every student whose father has not been able to pay their fees, everyone who has spent more than the number of years they're supposed to spend in school, all those who have come out of school without jobs and have had to be at home, every Nigerian out there, I hope you get this link, you listen to it and get angry, regardless of your party, whether you're an APC, PDP, Labour Party, you should get angry to take your country back. You should be out on the streets. Thank you very much. Victoria, are you there? Please take your protest right away to where you need to take it to.
Hey, wetin do us? Who they do us? Who is doing Nigeria this thing? What is happening? Enough is enough. We will not stop this protest until we get our mandates back. My anger now goes to the National Assembly, the Senate. What are they doing? They just sit down there, enjoy AC, romance themselves, romance the chair, and get back home because they have security. They have forgotten that they have grandchildren, great-grandchildren, that they will leave behind and they will suffer this thing if our mandate is not given. What are they doing? They are just enjoying the money and they forgot to do the right thing. My protests go to them. They should rise up. They should speak out. They should come up with something tangible. The governors, the time they held money, that they will use the old money, they were crying up and down, holding meeting here and there until that money was released. Why can't they come up now and talk about this thing? Let's all join hands together and get this country back. Enough is enough. We want a good Nigeria. We want a new Nigeria. We want a Nigeria that will be free of killing human beings. And let me tell the president tonight that the blood of the innocent ones, which he's sharing, according to our mother, will speak on our behalf. They will never go scores free. They will pay for it, whether they like it or not, until they make a change, until they come out and do the right thing, so that Nigeria will be better, so that our children will enjoy in the future, so that when our children go to school, we, the parents, will have no fear that, yes, our children are in school, nobody will kidnap them. We need a free Nigeria. We need a good country. We need Nigeria to be real, to be that real of giant of Africa. We can never be giant of Africa when there is no peace, when there is corruption, when there is killing. People can't sleep. You can't even go to the market. How much is our salary? Things keep going higher and higher, and yet salary stand in a place. No fuel. You can't buy fuel. You go to buy fuel now. Another thing that have been missing the fuel, your car will be break down because the things, corruption has gone worldwide. We need a change. This is the time. We will not stop this protest until we get our mandate. Thank you.
Thank you, Victoria. I agree with your energy. I agree with your articulation. I agree with everything you have said. We will not stop until Nigeria is free from corruption, free from abomination, free from ballot snatching, free from ballot rigging, free from INEC buying, free from everything that is bad, until we free Nigeria from the clutches of demonic oppressors, people who have no fear and love for humanity. Until we free Nigeria from everything, that's when we are going to stop. No stopping until we free Nigeria indeed. Joel Oche, are you there? Take your protest right away to the appropriate quarters.
Greetings to our chief host, Dr. Mo, and every comrade in the house tonight. Tonight, I take my protest to the oppressed, especially the youth of this country, to wake up from their sleep and slumber. Why do I say that you wake up from their sleep and slumber? If you don't wake up, we will not get it right. And this is the right time for each and every one of us to stand up upright, to demand for social justice, to demand for equity, fairness, to demand for accountability. Enough is enough of killing. In the history of this country, we have not had it as we had it in this administration. Killing, Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, hyper militants, here and here. Corruption on the increase on daily basis. Bubariga with cap, and they are squandering our natural resources. Nigeria, since the discoveries of our oil, we are second in Africa and sixth in the whole world, but there's nothing to show. Enough is enough of plundering our resources. We demand for justice. And for us to have this justice, our electoral system must be fair. Election that brought Nigeria, Buhari into administration 2015 is free and fair. But Buhari, whom we see as a reasonable and a sincere person, he was known as a father of integrity. But see what he has brought us into. I am calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to do the justice for the righteous. If not, posterity will not question him, will not allow him go scot-free. On that note, I am asking him to take it up with the electoral empire, the chairman himself, Professor Mahmoud, to give us our mandates, and they should by all means stop anything called swearing in. Come May 29th of this year, 2023, they should stop swearing in Tinubu. Tinubu in any way won the election. We have evidence, they are there in Arif, and it is proven. It is also there with our legal team. And also, I also want to call on all well-meaning Nigeria to join hands with few of us that are taking this protest on social media, and very soon will launch on the streets physically to join hand with us. We must have it, we must get it right at this time. If we fail to get it right at this time, then Nigeria is off for sale. Nigeria is off for second colonialism, God forbid. I call on every university to shut down, to rise up on this protest. Thank you so much. This is my protest tonight.
Thank you, Comrade Joel, all the way from Benue. Thank you. Before I give the mic over to Comrade Frank, I just want to quickly read some of the things we have here on the comment section. We have, this is my first time here. Motu, thank you for being here all the way from Kaduna. Yes, you people should get ready as you hit the street on the 1st of May. Thank you, Amaka Abra from Abuja, you're here. Yes, iPhone, we still don't know who you are. I told you, tell us your name. Point of correction, one of the tribunal judges is from the Southwest. Please let's know the person's name. But I know that the bulk of them are from the northern extraction, but it's important to have that correction. Also, we have, oh, Larry, you're here. Good to know that you're here. Thank you. Tinubu's drug lord issue is not an allegation. It is proven by the U.S. Drugs and Narcotic Department and court judgment before the forfeiture. I think that's correct because we have that evidence. Yes, that and many more, to say the least. We should not be afraid to speak truth to power the way it is, and also to be corrected and also to go back on it. Yes, that being said, we are right now, it's 1 hour every day, and we have come to this particular juncture. Frank, please take your protest appropriately. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Without wasting much of my time, tonight my protest is to the British Prime Minister. Nigerians are disappointed with the British Prime Minister for endorsing criminality in Nigeria. Why are you endorsing criminality and illegality in Nigeria? Will the British Prime Minister, will the British public accept the crime scene that took place in the name of election in Nigeria if it were to happen in the UK, where Nigerians were killed simply because they came out to cast their vote? People were maimed, and there are still many in critical condition in the hospital. Rishi Sunak, do not endorse the kind of democracy that you cannot propose for the British public. Nigeria's democracy is in danger. This should be the concern of the international community. Please stop this and let's fight for democracy. Democracy in the US, democracy in the UK should be the same democracy that should be practiced in Nigeria. There should be no difference. If there is a crime, if there's a criminality, if there's any negative practice of democracy, that should be called out and condemned publicly. there should be no one democracy for Africa and one democracy for the West. That is my protest.
Thank you so much, Frank. Enough said on that. You're right on point. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. What is appropriate in the West is also appropriate here. The air we breathe in the West is the air we breathe here. Governance and good governance anywhere in the world does not discriminate against region. So we're also holding the international communities accountable. Those who have quickly run to congratulate, we are taking our protest to you. You are part of those who have impoverished Africa, and we speak to you because you are listening to us. Those who have gone ahead to bypass the illegalities, the atrocities, the murder, the killing, the maiming, the burning of people, and have gone ahead to endorse illegality in Nigeria, we're coming for you. You have forgotten that Nigeria is way over 200 million people. Should anything go wrong with Nigeria, the weight of energy of human body that will greet your borders is second to none. We will not cost our country. We will not steal from our country. We will not allow bad things to happen in our country. And therefore, we're also holding you accountable. I'm joining my voice with that of Frank to hold every international community who has undermined proxy by whatever means, by omission or commission, endorse the illegality happening in our country. We take our protest to you. We're not happy with you, and we speak to you to quickly adjust yourself and recount yourself very quickly and ensure that you don't fall. And yes, I'm happy to see one of the recounts from the British Parliament a few days ago that speaks completely about the sham that happened in Nigeria. We're saying that more can happen from EU, more can happen from the UN, more can happen from all the international communities. And also we speak to the members of the ECOWAS too, to rise up, because Nigeria, even though your elder brother, if we don't get it right, you are far away from daylight. Rise up and speak truth to power. So we call on you, because you're watching what is happening. We call on all the member countries. Make sure when you go to the UN Council, rise up and speak to power, speak truth to power based on what is happening. This is where we're going to draw the curtain here today on our protest day 38. And we want to take it all the way to day 40, where we collectively join hands together and ensure that May Day, May Day, May Day. May Day is Labor Day. It's a day to labor. It's a day to work. Do not fall to the gimmicks of people who tell you that hard work does not work. Those are the people who have snatched ballot boxes. Those are the people who have destroyed what our values are. Our values in Africa, our human and natural value is that of work, is that of hard work. That's why we believe in school. That's why we believe in processes. That's why we're challenging the system. We believe in equity, in fairness, in justice, in doing what is right, because it is upon that foundation that every sane nation in the world can be built. We're building across board an engagement of society and engagement of citizens that are already free from the clutches of brain damage, of people who do not think well, to be able to connect us across board, to build for shared public prosperity that will allow accountability, that will allow us to be able to bring production at every level of the chains, from agriculture to banking to finance to governance, to every sector, to our religious circle. This is why we're here. This is why we keep protesting. This is why we keep demanding for good governance, for right leadership, and to ensuring that at the process that leads to good governance, which is politics, that our politics is rid of bad people. Our politics is rid of all the demonic things that are happening, that we will do what is right and needful and continue to hold ourselves and leadership accountable, because the buck stops with the office of the citizens, which is the highest office in the land. We hold everyone accountable. We hold President Muhammadu Buhari accountable to ensure that he does exactly what is right. Give us back our mandate or cancel the 2023 general election, because what we had there is INEC's president-select, not an election. We're asking that Mahmoud Yakubu, regardless, be arrested, prosecuted, and jailed in Nigeria. that you see holds an office shows how low we have gotten to as a people. And we will not keep speaking. Fearlessly, we will keep speaking truth to power until Truth and Reconciliation Committee is set up in every flashpoint areas in Nigeria, from Kano, where people were burnt, from Rivers State, where people were shot, from Lagos, where people were chased out of their polling booths. That compensation be paid to those who have died in the course of this election, those who are injured, those who are in hospital, those who have bullet wounds. This is our demand. We demand for good governance. We're yelling out, we're asking that we must free Nigeria for a new Nigeria. Without free Nigeria, we cannot have a new Nigeria. We demand for a new Nigeria now, and it can only come by what we do, by struggling, by holding to account. Freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom, freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom by struggle, by struggle. When I remember Mahmoud, water on our way, my ayo. Water on our way, my. When I remember the killings, water on our way, my ayo.
On our way, my ayo. Water on our way, water on our way, my ayo.
As we go today, I'd like you to place your hand on your chest as we say the national pledge after the count of 3, wherever you are. Place your hands in your chest in allegiance to Nigeria, to the oath of the citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Place your hand as we say that prayer, as we say that commitment, as we hold to account ourselves and to hold responsible every leader. 1, 2, 3. I pledge Nigeria, my country, to be faithful,
loyal, and honest,
to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend our unity, and uphold our honor and glory.
So
help me God.
Thank you, everyone. We've come to the end of today's session, and I say thank you, Ndidi, as always. Thank you, Lawman. Thank you, Tese, Victoria. Chief Tony, it's so good to have you here today. I'm looking forward to speaking with you after this. Chief, thank you, Omawe, Margaret, Obi, iPhone, Frank, Jonathan, Onyeke, everyone that has made it here today. I want to thank you. Good night, and God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Mo.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Doctor. Good night, everyone.
good night, Dr. Mo. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night, everyone.